Hi everyone, this is Eric Solomon bringing you the early Pick-5 preview at Monmouth Park for Sunday, May 30th. This is a tricky sequence to put together today because the weather forecast, while it's getting better for Sunday, it was a pretty nasty Saturday, pretty much up and down the mid-Atlantic area. Cold weather, a lot of rain, just not weather that you think of for the Memorial Day weekend. That being said, it's probably a good chance to think that the races at Monmouth, and there's 5 scheduled for the turf on Sunday, probably a safe bet to think that all 5 are going to be coming off the turf. There's 3 races in this Pick-5 sequence that are scheduled for the turf, so I put together a ticket for turf and dirt. Both tickets are $18, so kind of using the same structure there. Let me walk you through where I'm at here with these races. I'm going to start in the 5th race. Again, that's kind of the race where I think there's a pretty logical standout on both surfaces. If the race does go on turf, Red Mule coming in from Belmont. I can overlook the 1 for 18 record because this is really the only horse in the race with any real turf form, and drops in class to the 16,000 claiming level. It's a noticeable class relief. I just don't see anybody beating this horse if the race goes on the grass. On the dirt, I kind of feel the same way about Now 'Tis Time, the one. This one started off with out in Remington, had some decent races out there, moved to the Wayne Potts barn, tried the A Other Than Allowance Company at Belmont and was overmatched. Now second off the layoff, second time for Wayne Potts. Comes in here and just looks much the best in this race, dropping in class. Potts had 2 winners on Friday's card, so I think those 2 horses are pretty safe bets, whatever happens with the surface. Leading up to that, so if we can get to our single in the 5th, race 1, I'm too deep on either surface. Call Will is the morning line favorite. Horse definitely a player on turf or dirt in that race. On turf, I like Conquistador. Has a lot of back class on the turf. If the race goes to dirt, give me the 5 Street Tail. Last 4 efforts at Parks have been pretty solid on the main track. Looks like has an advantage over some of these, especially if this race comes off. Race 2, this is another tough race. Scheduled for the dirt, but this is a Jersey bred race, maiden special weight race. 5 of the 7 horses in this race are making their first start in 2021, and then the other 2 are first-time starters, so it's tricky here. I went 3 deep. Again, this is kind of one of those races I can't blame anybody for spreading out as deep as you can in this race. I went with Pomtini on top, 6-1 on the morning line. I didn't think the debut was all that bad, especially looking around at some of the others in this field. I think the horse has been working well, looks ready to make this first start of the year. Going to use one of the first-time starters, Sunny Ridge Jamie, the 5, like the work pattern. McBurney, certainly capable of winning for the first-time starter. And then the morning line favorite is odds-on Dusty Miller. That's your 3. Had some decent efforts last season at Monmouth. Tossed the last where it didn't really get out of the gate very clean, and that was a much better field than she's facing today. Race 3, again, on the turf, I went 6, 7, 8, all your pretty standard horses there. But again, I'm expecting this race to come off. And on the dirt, I really like Exchequer. Solid efforts at Tampa. 3 wins in the last 4 starts. Now making first start off the claim here. Fits nicely at this level. I'll also throw in both main track only horses, Paul the Waiter and I Love Jackson. And then get to race 4. This is a question mark here. The big favorite is going to be Bryce. Bryce has some big races in the past performance lines. 3 wins in the career. All 3 wins have been monster wins on the front end. Now here's the thing, hasn't been seen since March. Dominated the field at Tampa last time out. Has yet to put 2 of those big races together. So comes here, looks to be the class of this field for sure. I'm going to use Bryce, but I'm definitely looking for at least another one to throw in there. And I went with Speed Syndrome, a horse that I think could be picking up pieces late, especially if Bryce falters. So $18 ticket on both surfaces for all 5 races. The feature on the card, turf sprint, which probably going to work out to be a turf sprint, is the Politely Stakes. 11 races, and weather's starting to get better. So good luck to everybody on Sunday.